next door, the fruit and veggie place. Let's turn you around so you can have a look. You can do that. Okay, so I've got the Ender3 V3 set up with the Space Pie filament dryer, a few pamphlets and stuff over there. I've got my models all set up over here, so basically I print them for myself and then I have to sell them because they're filling up the house. But I've got the daughter-in-law Markella and the wife Lindsay here to help me. I've also decided to put a bit of filament on sale in case someone wants some filament. Have been asked a few times. So just got all my models sitting out here. So one of the new ones today, this is from Nom Nom on Patreon. The wife said I needed a busty lady, so I got a busty lady for the guys. We've got old Spider-Man there and this Looney Tunes one. These are new ones I've just done this week. Got all the old little things and of course the mandatory dragons. Everyone wants dragons. I hate selling dragons, but still people want them. People want them. What else is new? The Millennium Falcon is new. Got old Superman here. I think this is from Berserk on Patreon. Most of my things are on Patreon. I get a commercial license, so I can sell them. Robocop, few Ewoks there. So a lot of people say I'm selling them too cheap, but I make a little bit of money on them. I'm not making a loss, and I do it for myself. And this is the way I can get rid of some of the clutter because the house is full. There's not a room without a 3D print on it. So I can still do this to keep myself, because I've got a back injury so I can't work. So I do 3D printing to keep myself sane. And the house fills up, so I come down the markets every Sunday and chuck them on sale, see if anyone wants to buy them. But I'll show you around the markets a quick little bit. Like I said, I got the fruit and veggie store right across the way from us. There's lots of fruit and veggie. That draws a lot of people, so being right next to it, so I'm just across the road from it, is really good. I've got a little toy store next to me. Over this way we've got some plants. Food places are right at the end there, down there. And there's a few food places, you can just see through there. Can I zoom in? Oh, through there, the guy's making some food there. So we've got lots of food places like that all over the place. So if you haven't come down to the market, it's on Bannister Road, between the Bannister Road and Ramford. It's basically, geez, which road is it? Stock Road turns in, no, not Stock. South Street turns into Ramford Street, I think. And we're on the corner there. They're just the Canning Vale markets. If you put it in your road directory thing, you'll see. But it hasn't opened yet, so everyone's still getting ready. Oh, look, some kangaroo hides. I can see some kangaroo skins up there. That's pretty cool. But that is the front of the markets there. We go all this place here, and in the middle there's a big food hall over there where you can buy stuff. Let me just focus it. Sure, just there where you can buy food and hot chips and pies and stuff. And then there's a second section way at the back there. So basically it goes all the way to this undercover stuff all the way out the back there. We have all sorts of knickknacks. Like people said, there's tools for sale, there's phone covers and all that sort of stuff for sale. Normal stuff you'd see at a market. Shopping bags, I reckon they look like the genuine item. Well, yeah, you get knockoffs everywhere, don't you? But as you can see, lots going on. And of course, oh shit, look at this store. This is obviously the best store here. Oh, look at all these amazing 3D prints that they're sitting here. Anyway, come on down, guys. Show you a face. Now next week I'm going to have the A1 laser engraver. I was planning to have it down this week, but I don't know why didn't I bring it down? Oh, I was fiddling with it and I haven't quite, it's working fine. I just haven't figured out what I want to laser with it to make the least amount of smell or smoke. It is an enclosed thing, but it's got a vent somewhere, so I've got a little pipe coming out. So I'm just going to have a test today to see how much of the smell from the cooking, see if it can mask the smell of the laser printing gun. And I'll probably just engrave stuff instead of cutting, because cutting makes the most smoke. I have asked Creality about getting a smoke filter or an air purifier that they got on sale on the American side, but they don't have it over here. So I've talked to Creality and they're going to bring a few into the Australian shop for us, and I'll grab one of them. They had it on display at the CES in Las Vegas, the A1 with a smoke purifier, a smoke extractor on it, and I didn't smell a thing right next to it. So I wanted to get one of them. I have one at home, but it's an air purifier, not a smoke extractor. So you still get some smell. So yeah, I thought, no, I don't want it smelling everyone out here. So I'll just work out an option and bring down the A1 next week. I usually have my big droid. That's like, how big is it? 7 foot something. It might be 8 foot. 7, 8 foot here, but I broke its hand off and I didn't realise, and when I went to put it in the car I thought, can't take it with a broken hand, so I'll have to fix that up and bring it next week as well, because it usually sits right out the front, just in front of, just in front of here. So I usually have it standing up here and it attracts a lot of interest, and then when they've seen the droid they come over here and go, oh look, it's printing. Oh, what's printing? It's printing a dragon. Oh, and they sit there and they stare at the printing, because most people haven't seen a 3D printer before, so they like having a look, seeing. So yeah, so my favourite model this week would be, look how well, so I printed it white and Lindsay went and painted it all by hand. How cool a job did she do? Now, the good thing about the Creality printers is I haven't sanded or puttied or anything. These have come straight off the printer. The wife's gone in and painted them straight away. We don't do primer, just paint straight over the thing. This one here is the same. The Spider-Man is really cool. I haven't done anything to them. Hi Tones, how's it going? I see your message today. Yeah, so I haven't done anything to them. They come straight off the printer, the wife paints them up and they sell. People are quite happy. They don't need them super. I mean, if you really look hard, you can see there is a little bit of where you can see the filament, but most people don't care. You know, I could spend hours and hours trying to sand it all out, but they just look at that and say, holy cow, that's nice. Now, it's only $100, but it took me like, I don't know, 2 days. Well, that's 2 days to print. It's printing. It had each item is individual item, and they just printed them. I just glued them together. The wife painted them up. So it's not even $15 worth of filament, man. So when people say that I'm underpricing things, I'm making my bit. The reason it's $100 is for the paint. Lindsay, the wife put a fair bit of time in painting it. I spent bugger all time printing it, chuck it on a plate and go print, you know. So, I mean, you calculate electricity and stuff, I'm still, you know, I'd be doubling my money with that. So, you know, I'm not going to price it any higher. I don't want to rip people off. I'm not really here to make money. This is like to clear the house out, really. I need to keep myself occupied, so I keep myself occupied by printing these. And I make the money back to buy more filament, a little bit on the side. You know, I don't make a heap. I'm not interested in making a lot of money out of it. I just love 3D printing, and I just want to, you know, get the prints out there so everyone can see them. Now, these sell pretty well. These blueies and can't remember what he's called. The bluey characters sell pretty well. Kids love them. They come up and say that. So do the Pokemon characters. They sell really well. So they're not painted. What I do is they're sectioned into colours. So I print all the blue, then I print all the white, then I print all the black, and just piece them together. It's really simple. These are straight prints, of course. What the hell? Someone's dragging a metal. Ugh. So these are just a straight print. I've done nothing to them, just chuck them on, print them, just like I'm doing over here. Then flex them off the board and chuck them for sale. So, you know, my $10 tub. A little $10 items in there. And I've got all the characters here that I've got. Most of them are from Patreon. So I'm a member of a heap of Patreon places. So the money, as well as paying for the filament, pays for my Patreon memberships. A few that I think are really, really good is Wicked is good. If you like the anime stuff, Nom Nom is really good. Berserker's good. If you like Star Wars, there's a SW3D, really good. The Wicked and Berserk and Star Wars one is all one sort of conglomerate. I think they're run by the same people because they always have the same sort of, they have a monthly model pile, which this week is, what is it this week? The Terminator. So I'll be printing some Terminators off because Terminator for the month of March, they're doing Terminators in their TV series thing and movie series. They have one of them, and then they have separate models they release as well during the month. So you're allowed to sell the models that you print. A few of the Patreon places you can buy just a print them license, or you can buy a commercial license where they don't care if you sell them. It's $5 more or something a month, it's not much. So I buy the commercial one. Then I won't get the person that created the model angry with me, and I'm doing the right thing. So what else is there? There is what are other good ones? Let me just, I can't remember. There's a whole bundle of ones on Patreon. If you just put in what you want, the Pokemon ones come off Patreon. This Looney Tune and the Spider-Man ones that I showed you earlier. So these ones are all Patreon. This is Patreon. All these, so this little one here. So this one here I did because I wanted to test. Sunlee sent me some filament. And this is the marble one, and it looks amazing. It's really nice. I've done nothing to it, of course. Just chucked it on the printer, printed it out. Meant to be like a bust marble statue, and you can see how nicely it's printed out. They also sent me this filament, which is the two-tone colour filament. So depending on which way you look at it, will depend on which colour you're seeing. So that one's a gold red. Where's one of the other ones I did? This one is their rainbow filament here that they've just sent out to us to have a look at. Is that another one? Oh yeah, this is the other one, the gold red one. You can see as you turn it, it changes colour. So that's pretty cool. And they've also done a tricolour one, which is this one. So this is green, red, yellow. Tricolour one that Sunlee's done. It's pretty cool. So they sent me 4 rolls of filament just to try it out and do a little review on it, so I've got to do that now. But the rest are done in either Sunlee White or Creality Hyper or Creality Fast. So there's this stuff here. This stuff here, the Creality Fast series printer. So I got this for $15 when they had it on special, so I bought a heap of it. And the Hyper series one here, that was Hyper Skin, they had that for $19 on special. I bought a heap of that because they're usually $50. So I thought, gee, I'll grab it while it's on special. So it's I either use Hyper filament from Creality, which I think is really good, and it's specifically made for the Creality. Good guy. Whoa, have a look at that. So, if you come down now, there's money they're throwing all over the ground there. As you can see, their till fell over. So if you come now, there's a little bit of money to pick up off the ground. Oh, poor guy. It was just teetering on the edge, it's just fallen over, and there's just coins and cash everywhere. But there's a few people all the shop people jumped in to help him pick it up. Okay, so yeah, so I use the Hyper and the Ender3 stuff. So the Hyper gives us a little bit shinier sort of surface, but it's super fast filament, so you can use it on all your fast printers. And then the Ender3 is a very matte, and Hyper's more of a warm white, where the Ender stuff is a cold white. I don't know if you can see. Let's have a look. So this is probably more of the Hyper series, and this is more of the Ender series. Can you see how one's a bit warmer? So it's a bit redder on the redder spectrum, and this is a bit more on the blue spectrum. So that's how they come out. Oh, the other thing I do is I try to buy the matte. If you're going to buy PLA, and they have a matte option. I always buy the matte option because it prints with less layer lines that you can see, and you get a lot smoother model if you ask me, and you can just sell it as is. You don't need to do all the sanding and stuff because the matte is, if you get gloss or shiny PLA type thing, every layer line shines out because the light reflects off all the dents or all the grooves and stuff, and it really shows up. So matte filament is the best to do if you just want to sell it straight and don't want to have to do much work on it. As for Hyper's good if you want some really high quality finish to it, but also you don't have to do a lot of sanding and stuff too. But also remember that if you're going to print it on your fast printers that are coming out nowadays, the Hyper will print faster because it's made to print fast. So it melts easier and it flows easier out of your out of your nozzle. So that's why I use the Hyper. It's a really high quality filament with a nice flow. If I'm not using Hyper or the Ender5 series from Creality, I'm using Sunlu. Now Sunlu and JO are the same company if you don't know. So let me have a look, I'll show you. So this is the JO filament and Sunlu. So Sunlu is the higher version of JO, but they print pretty much the same. So if you're wondering, I get them on eBay. So Sunlu and JO are the nice printing ones. The Creality ones, if I want a bit more quality to the print. What else have we got? Yeah, so I'm starting to buy colour stuff. So I don't have any in. Solin and Creality. Solin filament, Solin, Solin is Creality's co-branded filament. So that's all they've got some really nice pastel colours in that. So I bought a bundle of that to sort of start doing the colour stuff with. It's relatively cheap, so I bought them on eBay from the Creality store on eBay. Yes, it's an official Creality store, and I got it for $19.99, I think, a roll for cut colour filament. So look around, you can get it cheaper than buying it like full price from places. So it took me about a week to get the filament because it's got to come across the country here. I'm on the western side of Australia and the store's on the eastern side. If it comes from China, it takes about the same amount of time to get to me from China as it does from over east. So it comes by courier from China and it comes by Australia Post, which isn't the fastest when it comes across the country. What else did I tell you? Yeah, I will be posting a lot more as soon as I get my fume extractor or smoke extractor from Creality. They're bringing it in, I've got to pay for it, and then it's got to be shipped over, so it's probably going to be a couple of weeks. I'll start pumping out some a lot more engraving and laser work, so I'm going to get into that. So there, yeah, okay, so well that's pretty much it. It's about to open because, as you can see, the crowds have started to form in the old markets. So everyone comes in to buy the fruit and veggies, and then they go for the markets usually in the mornings. So they get here early in the morning because that's when they want to get the best fruit and veggies. And considering I'm straight from across the road from them, they buy the fruit and veggies, then they start to look, and I'm the first person they come into. So it's good. It's a good place to be. I've got a powered site. You don't have to have a powered site. I use their insurance, so I don't have to get insurance for myself. I probably should. It'd be cheaper. But the site is, how much is it for a site? I think it's $40 for the day. This is Australian money, yeah. $40 for the day, $5 for the insurance. If you want a powered site, that's another $15 on top of that. So, I mean, I don't need a powered site, but having the printer sitting going, as you can see, that guy's looking at it. So, lots of people stop because the printer's going and they just stop to look, and then I wander in the store. So, it's worth having the $15 to have a powered site. And when I get my laser printer, I have my laser engraver. I have my laser engraver on there as well. I've got another Creality High coming because I have a Creality High. It's printing at the moment, so I can't bring it down. I thought it'd finish and it wasn't. It's like, I could stop the print and restart it, but too much hassle. I just bought the V3, and I'm so impressed with the Creality High that I bought another one. So that's coming. It's on its way, so it'll be here next week sometime, and it'll allow me to print off a lot more little dragony things and stuff to sell at the markets. It's really good for coloured stuff. I've been really impressed by the High. I just think it's, and for the price, it is a really good printer. Plus, if I wanted another CFS for my K2s, I've got 2 K2s, so I want another CFS for that, and I can pay $509 for a CFS, or you can pay $749, I think, for a whole High combo, which includes the CFS. So technically, I'm buying the combo for $2, the printer for $250, and getting a CFS for my K2s, and I could just swap them around between the printers depending on whether I'm putting colour or white. So that's about it. Say goodbye, guys. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. That's probably pretty much it. I might hop on later if it gets a bit quiet, but usually once it starts going, you've got customers wandering in every now and again. It's a bit hard to get back online. But I'll get back online next week, that's for sure. When I'm down here next week, hopefully have the laser engraver here and a High printer. So, okay, Tones, see ya. I can see Tony saying goodbye. And Mike, how's it going, Mike? Yeah, see more customers. They always just stop and look at the printer. See, so the printer is pulling people to stop at my store. They're all fascinated by how it prints. Half of them have never seen a 3D printer before. So there you go. Anyway, I will see you later, guys. Thanks for joining. See ya. Bye. How do I get out of here? It's always a hassle. There you go.